Did Supreme Court sack Anyanwu, or is Wabara's takeover a political power play? The Supreme Court essentially reinforced key principles. Courts should not interfere in the internal leadership of political parties unless there is a clear constitutional violation. This means party leadership disputes are mostly internal affairs. Courts will avoid choosing leaders for parties. Political parties like PDP and ADC now have more control over the internal structure, less fear of courts imposing leaders. This aligns with democratic principle. Party manage themselves. Before now, courts were used as political weapons. Now, judges are less likely to be dragged into party faction battles. This protects the judiciary from political manipulations. Parties must now use internal mechanisms, rely on dialogue, conventions, and constitutions. This could force maturity within parties. Less room for forum shopping as before, when politicians run to different courts to get favorable judgment. Now that strategy becomes less effective. However, the judgment has also created rooms for internal conflict inside a party, as minority voices may lose protection. The strongest faction inside a party may dominate. Internal democracy may suffer. It will encourage imposition of leaders. Disputes may drag longer and more parallel executive could emerge. Courts may refuse to help. Alright, from the news, let us look at the big story. The Supreme Court actually upheld the suspension of Senator Anyanwu. 2. Why did the BOT chairman Adolphus Wabara take over PDP secretariat? The Supreme Court only ruled on issues surrounding PDP crisis, but the court never ruled on Anyanwu's suspension. So where is the suspension story coming from? Simple, it's politics. Different factions inside the PDP are now spinning the judgment to favor them. Some factions are saying Anyanwu is gone. Other factions are saying Anyanwu remains the secretary.
But for those who understood what the court had done, will appreciate the colossal sacrifice that the justices have done to ensure that justice is done in all the matters that were presented before the court.
But legally, the Supreme Court said one thing: party leadership issues are internal matters. Meaning, the court will not choose leaders for PDP, the court will not enforce suspension. So what does this mean in reality? It means it's no longer about court judgment, it's now about who controls the party structure, who controls the National Working Committee, and who has political influence. The battle has now moved from the courtroom straight into political control. So PDP BOD chairman Adolphus Wabara taking over party secretariat is not a court decision, but simply a power move. So the role of BOT in a party is advisory, not executive. But now Wabara is acting beyond advisory, but trying to fill in leadership vacuum. The Supreme Court did not hand over PDP to Adolphus Wabara. It only stepped back from internal disputes. So this takeover is strategic, political, and faction-driven. A bold move has been made, but whether it will work, time will tell. Don't forget to follow for more real updates.